things to say. Cause I was hot, you know what I'm saying? I was hot. I was ready to go nuclear and shit. But I say, I see some of the things that he gets involved in, this feuds and shit. I'm like, grow up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be thinking to myself.
Yo, things are heating up once again. Just when it seemed like the long-standing feud between Ja Rule and 50 Cent had cooled off, Ja Rule brought it back to life. And this time, he's not holding anything back. The latest spark in their conflict comes from 50 Cent's controversial Instagram post in response to the passing of Gotti.
And if I said I was smoking on your mother and your grandfather pack, you'd be telling me I'm wrong, right? If I said I was smoking on your mother, right, I'll be wrong, right? Man, a clown, man. And y'all love this nigga, bro. He's a clown, bro. If I said I was smoking on your mother and your grandfather, I'll be wrong, right?
In the post, 50 Cent shared a photo of himself next to a mock tombstone with the caption, "I'm smoking on dat Gotti pack. Nah, God bless him." A statement that many viewed as inappropriate and insensitive. The caption alone set the tone for how personal this feud has become, a rivalry that shows no signs of resolution. 50's remarks targeted Gotti, former head of Murder Inc., deepening the already existing tension. Ja Rule recently made an appearance on The Breakfast Club, and he didn't hold back his emotions. From the beginning, it was clear that Jay was fed up with 50's ongoing provocations. He addressed it directly.
Thinking to myself, and so when I see the things that he does, and he did the herb smoking on there, I'm like.
How did you feel about that when you saw it?
Of course, nobody likes all this goofy shit, but it's goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not.
This wasn't just a random outburst. Ja Rule was visibly upset and made that known.
There were things to say. Because I was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was hot. I was ready to go nuclear and shit. But, I say,
Rather than reacting impulsively, Ja said he reached out to someone close, likely P, assumed to be Supreme, and received advice that helped him gain perspective. According to Ja, P told him.
So I spoke to Supreme anyway. And Supreme said, he said, Rule, he said, here's what you got to understand about who we are and what we are. He said, we are masters of self-defense.
Those words clearly struck a chord. Ja added,
that's why I'm like, you know what? That is the best description of what I am and who I am as a man that I could ever think about.
But that wasn't the end of the story. After Ja's interview started gaining traction online, 50 Cent fired back in his usual fashion through Instagram. He posted a screenshot from the interview and added, "The Breakfast Club should be ashamed of themselves, asking questions that encourage violence. This clown has been saying he's about to go nuclear for 22 years. LOL, your man in my runts right now." Runts, in slang, implies someone is irrelevant or insignificant, a harsh jab. Although 50 later deleted the post, the damage had already been done. That's when Ja Rule took to Twitter, using his day off from touring to respond. And he didn't hold back. First, Ja hit back with a pointed message. Until 50 deals with the people who shot him, he shouldn't be trolling anyone. Handle your business like a real one. Then came the stronger language. Ja Rule went off on Twitter, telling him straight up SMD, followed by an insult and another shot. Already ate your lunch, so shut up. Some fans tried to poke fun at Ja, saying things like, "You probably watch Power," referring to 50 Cent's hit TV series. Ja replied, "Never seen a single episode. I'm good over here." Then he dropped a cutting insult. "From now on, your name is Boo Boo." That hit hard, as Boo Boo was 50's nickname back in the day. But Ja added his own twist, saying, "It's short for Boo the Fool." Brutal, Ja Rule didn't let up. He continued firing shots, calling 50 Cent a used car salesman and mocking his career trajectory. He dismissed 50's discography, saying only his debut album was successful, and labeled the rest trash. He also took aim at 50's business ventures, claiming that his liquor brand and television projects were nothing but failures. Ja didn't stop there. He went even deeper, questioning 50 Cent's street credentials and suggesting a darker side to his past. His remarks were pointed, with several personal digs aimed at 50's background and reputation. Throughout all of this, 50 Cent remained silent, at least publicly. But let's be real, this is 50 we're talking about. It's only a matter of time before he responds. One thing's clear, this beef is far from over. As one of the hosts on The Breakfast Club
This,
put
like,
it,
we've been watching this forever. This is Cowboys versus Redskins. This is Lakers versus
This has
Celtics.
been going
This is
on
Duke
for
versus North Carolina.
20, 30 years.
This is the Hatfield versus McCoys. That's what Ja Rule and 50 Cent are.
And it'll never
But
end.
It's never going to end.
There'll be 99 with canes going at each other.
That's right.
This will
Hitting
never
each other
end.
with wheelchairs.
Yeah, this
okay?
This will never end.
Like, it's a beef that will never end, and I understand it.
Yeah.
If you know the history.
just when it seemed like Ja Rule had said all he needed to say, he took things a step further. After calling 50 Cent trash and taking shots at his past, Ja began sharing official documents, yes, actual paperwork, that he claimed proved 50 Cent had cooperated with law enforcement. He didn't hold back. The message was loud and clear. Jay was trying to paint 50 Cent as an informant. Now, these types of accusations have surfaced before, but coming right after the Breakfast Club interview and 50's controversial Instagram post, yeah, the timing wasn't a coincidence. Ja was making a point, and it wasn't just one or two posts. He kept tweeting constantly, firing off insult after insult. Reactions on Twitter were divided. Some backed Ja Rule, saying things like, "Ja's cooking him today, this is classic." Others defended 50, saying, "Let's be honest, 50 gave us classics. Power is iconic, you can't call that trash." And truthfully, both sides make a case. This is more than a back and forth. This is part of hip-hop culture. It's on the level of Lakers versus Celtics, Batman versus Joker, iconic rivalries with deep roots. That's the kind of history and stubborn pride we're talking about here. But let's dig deeper. Why is this still going on? To understand it, you have to go back. In the early 2000s, Ja Rule and 50 Cent's issues weren't just musical. They were rooted in real-life street conflicts. These accusations carry serious weight, not just personally, but professionally. If people start believing these claims, it could damage 50 Cent's credibility both in the streets and in entertainment. That said, 50 has weathered controversy before. His career has survived, even thrived, in the face of public scrutiny. Whether it's music, acting, or business, he's always managed to stay relevant. But this time, the attacks are hitting a different nerve: his integrity. And that could have lasting consequences. Ja Rule's latest comments have only intensified the ongoing feud, a fire 50 Cent has long kept alive. The mocking, the personal digs, and the back-and-forth exchanges haven't stopped. Still, there are signs. Both artists may be starting to reflect. After more than 2 decades, it's clear this feud has taken its toll. Both men have publicly acknowledged that they've grown older and that they could be handling things in a different way. Cent has said he's now more focused on business, especially his TV projects and involvement in the cannabis industry. But despite his business mindset, he hasn't let go of the grudge. He continues to jab at Ja Rule online, using his massive platform to keep the rivalry alive. Ja Rule, on the flip side, seems to be struggling with the fact that 50 Cent has stayed more visible in pop culture. Despite 50's public success, Ja appears determined to defend his own legacy. His post suggests that he still feels the need to make his side heard, that there's something at stake for him, and it goes way back. Allegedly, there were physical altercations, fights between crews, stabbings, diss tracks. This wasn't just a lyrical feud, it was deeply personal. So when one of the hosts said, "When you feel like somebody tried to take everything from you, your life, your money, your peace, it's up forever," they meant it. From 50 Cent's perspective, this isn't just about taunting, it's about payback, it's pride, it's wounds that haven't healed. From Ja Rule's point of view, it's about legacy. He wants it known. He's not stepping down. Not now, not ever. So where do things stand now? Ja Rule made his position clear. He used the Breakfast Club to speak his mind, and followed it up with strong words on Twitter. His message? I'm not staying silent anymore. And while 50 Cent hasn't officially responded yet, it wouldn't be a shock if he does. We've seen how he operates. He's strategic, and when he does reply, it tends to leave a mark. This feud has stretched on for over 2 decades, and there's still no sign of it cooling off. It's no longer just about music. It's part of pop culture, history, and raw emotion. And whether you support Ja Rule or back 50 Cent, one thing can't be denied: this is one of the most memorable rivalries in hip-hop. If you liked this breakdown, hit the like button and subscribe for more real and honest celebrity gossip. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Whose side are you on, Ja Rule or 50 Cent? And do you believe this feud will ever be put to rest? Don't forget to turn on notifications, because if 50 responds, you know we'll be covering it.